Welcome to the Nomadic King channel. I'm James Showers, cleanest name in the biz, and today our goal is to uncover the rest of our septic and hunt for the water spout. So that's kind of what we're doing, and if we have a little more time, we're gonna go ahead and clear some of this land. If you guys want a little bit more serious video on like what we're doing here, what the goals are, breakdown of finances, whatever, I don't know, something like that, let me know in the comments down below and we'll get you a more serious, detail-oriented video. But other than that, man, I'm gonna flip you around. I'm gonna show you what we're working with here, and we're gonna start pulling the dirt off the top of this septic tank. It's a little windy out here, so hopefully you guys can hear what's happening. As you can see, I have a small amount of this uncovered. What I like to do is undig the rest of it. I'm hoping there's two different hatches and it's not just a one chamber unit. I don't know, we're gonna just kind of do a little bit of digging and see what else we found, or we find. Here we are. As you can see, we have two different hatches. At least one of them is intact. Over here is a gray water line. They had ran out at one point in time, and then it turns this way, and we got a bee hovering around my head, but that's all right. And then it gets drained out there somewhere. Now this right here is your black water, your sewage tank, and it probably comes down and right into here somewhere, either over here to the side or it comes over and elbows in. So we're gonna have to find that at some point in time. I'm gonna tie into this little spout so I can drain the RV in this bad boy. And then you know, we got two tanks. Your main tank holds all the junk, then this kind of starts sifting out this way. You guys can look at a better YouTube video tell you how the septic works. And then it probably leaches out in here. You can see where we got all the drier grass. That's probably all leach field. And my wife says there's an ant house out here. All right, next goal is to find the water. Now I think I know where it's at. And yeah, next goal is water. All right, there's a spot over here where we have a buddy hanging out up there at the top. He's probably kind of shy. It's our little dove friend. But I believe, you know, we have this hole right here, and I was always wondering what the heck is this hole about. It dawned on me the other day this is probably where the water comes in, and they dug in there to turn it off because this is where it ties in from the well. So I'm gonna dig right here. I'm gonna see if I can find some connections. Let me set you up.
You dig in here?
Mm-hmm. Alright guys, let's take a look at what we got here. This right here is the hose that ran into the house. There's a big kink right here. I brought it all the way back to this point. I think it needs to be turned on, like a pump needs to be turned on. Look at that. What's going on, big ol' whatever's going on there. Okay. And then over here, I buried it, but there was a white spout coming out, and that led the water into the house. What I'd like to do here is add a spigot, so I can tie in and get water out here in the garden and send some water out into the RV and run a water spout out there towards my tiny house that we plan on building here. So that's, and then eventually we could tap into this later. So cool, we found water. Now the other ordeal is, here is our water source right here at this well, and that is on our neighbor's property. So I got to talk to them and say, hey, I'm gonna get somebody out here to turn this on and see how that goes. They've been pretty cool, man, so I don't really see there being a problem, but yeah, it's just one more thing we got to do. We've got a chipper now, not yuck chipper, but this chipper, and we're gonna start using that to get rid of these piles right here, and we'll throw all this trim in that garbage pile over there, and then get rid of this big pile. And there's another big pile right over here in the front of the house, and it's just getting trashed out again. So cool. Found water, found sewer. Now we have to figure out how to tap into both of those. So if you guys got any suggestions, let me know, obviously. And we still have to get another dumpster out here and get all this stuff out of here. It just looks like garbage. I hate seeing that, to be honest. And then we have these little pockets of garbage, and as you can see, the yard is starting to grow back in, so we're gonna have to do some maintenance. Whole bunch of sticks and branches that need to be chopped up over there. We still need to get rid of this guy, and this is kind of where we'd like to build a cool little tiny house, maybe like a little 20 by 20, something simple, and some sort of carport thing for the RV to slip underneath. I don't know, we're just thinking out loud here. And then maybe another tool shed type style thing going on right there. And I don't know, maybe a greenhouse thing over here to get some sun and grow some food. And then we can continue turning this thing into a shop, a business. So that's basically it. Super short video. I'm sweating because Digging holes sucks. It's my least favorite thing I can possibly do in the world. You guys already know what to do out there. You like, you share, you subscribe, and go ahead and comment down below because it really helps us out. See you on the next adventure. Peace.